this school on. Sorry, I dropped my phone. On Thursday, the 25th of November 2021. I got. It was still hard to go to sleep, but I did get sleep last night. And I say that and I sound tired, but I'm not. Anyway. In form class, a girl asked me, can I borrow some money for a baby? Which I didn't understand what that meant. I even talked about it with someone, with a teacher, and I didn't report this girl because there's nothing to report. But I was talking to my mentor about it, and even she didn't understand. So I said to her, what, you mean you want to have sex? No, thanks. Because that's that girl style comedy, and then I just decided to go with it. But then Jack got involved somehow. Okay, well, it wasn't a Jack thing, it was a Mick thing. I said, something caused me to say I'm a visual learner. But I don't remember what, and then Mick said, just watch porn. I go, I'm not gonna watch porn. I literally did a Paul comp where I said it should be banned. People go, well, okay, right, no. I said I did a Paul comp, and when it came to that question, I strongly disagree. What was the question, Dylan? I'm just gonna try and say it off the top of my head. I'm not gonna look it up. I think the question is pornography depicting consenting adults should be legal for the public to consume, or something like that. And basically, should porn be legalized? Should porn be legal? I say no, it shouldn't. But what Mick thinks that I think is that unconsensual porn, as in rape porn, should be legalized. No. In fact, I think the opposite of that. And the reason why I hate porn is because it's dumb and I hate it. But seriously, the reason I hate it is because it screws up your brain. If I can find the video that I watched 2 years ago, I'll bring it up. Nah, I'm sorry, I wasn't able to find it. And it was a video by Paul Joseph Watson where he talks about... And they're... Actually, I was Canadian this time? What the hell? I've never attempted a Canadian accent because I can't do an American accent, can't do a Canadian accent. I've never... Whatever, right. The video was about... I think at the start he talks about how Emma Watson says that she's now self-partnered. Let me scroll up to about summer 2019. And then he starts talking about what pornography does to the brain. Since I can't find the video, I'm just going to say it, and you're just going to have to take me for my word. But when you are a porn addict, basically, if you have the opportunity to have sex with a woman, and this woman is hotter than the most hottest porn star ever, right? I'm just gonna have to use names. But the thing is that if I use a name of a celebrity, it's gonna be you fancy that person, Dylan, and it's gonna be name of a porn star. It goes, wait, how you know that porn star? So first celebrity and first porn star comes to my head: Scarlett Johansson and Riley Reid, right? I would say that Scarlett is more beautiful than Riley, right? So a porn addict has the opportunity to have the best sex ever with Scarlett, but instead chooses to jerk off to Riley because his brain is wired to do that. Because he's been doing it for so long. Actually, oh no, that's not. Oh, it might be this actually. Okay, I found the video. That came out in November 2019, not summer 2019. So, Jack, you're gonna want to take notes. Sorry, Mick, you're gonna want to take notes.
Look at what happens with sensitization. Remember, the more you do something, the deeper and stronger the pathway gets in your brain. So let's say this right here is a pathway for porn, and this right here is a neural pathway for a real woman. When a guy's watching porn a lot, his brain is wiring for porn and not a real woman. Also, the more shocking, surprising, or new something is, the more dopamine that's released. The more dopamine that's released in your reward circuit, the more delta phos-B is released, ultimately leading to deeper and stronger pathways. Now, internet porn provides way more stimulation than a real girl because internet porn has a never-ending supply of new, shocking, and increasingly hardcore porn to watch. Over time, you eventually have a huge pathway or bacon strip in your brain, and the pathway to the real woman just can't compete. Alright, now you have this new, huge, sensitized pathway in your brain for porn use that gets activated by any cues or thoughts or anything related to it. And now you have a reward circuit that doesn't get too aroused by a real partner, but gets really aroused by porn use. Some guys can actually get an erection at first when going for sex with a real partner, but lose it either trying to penetrate or during sex because they've trained their brain to need constant hits of dopamine that internet porn provides by clicking and clicking to a new video.
Porn shrinks areas of your brain.
There you go. The reason why I told Mick to take notes is because his deck isn't working, and that might be why. Also, you're just gonna have to suffer the rest of this segment with Paul's face. I'm joking, Paul. You're a good-looking guy. Anyway, I brought some hauls with me from a rope because it's still not doing good. Right now, it's pretty good. Not perfect. Like, not the way it was before I started filming. But it's a hell of a lot better than it was 24 hours ago. So I took some hauls with me. And we were in form class, and I set them on the desk, and we went to go to the assembly hall, because we have an assembly there, despite the fact that usually we have it on Zoom. And I forgot to bring my hauls. So the assembly was about how they wanted to do some stuff in the common room, and also toilet duty is now changing a little bit so that you now need a toilet pass to go to the toilet. I don't really care. Whatever. After the assembly was over, I went up to the head of year and asked him about me doing toilet duty because of what happened, and it turns out that he didn't know about it. So I explained it to him, and he took my iPad and typed my name in the slot that I was supposed to do. And he said that if anyone erases my name from that slot, I should send them to him to talk to him for why they did it. I then went to reform classes to find my halls. It wasn't there. The teacher said that the desk was empty when she got there. She checked the desk, she checked the floor, and I was like, okay, it's fine. It wasn't anything too important. So I just went in to study. Then for mentoring, I'm trying to remember how the teacher was talking about how she had received footage of me acting I don't know if it was her looking at their Instagram or she actually received footage, because I think she said that all post primaries in, I'm just gonna say Northern Ireland in general, will receive that short movie they watched. And she noticed me. She said that it reminded her of West Side Story. And then I explained to her how Rachel, who plays Maria in the reboot of West Side Story, is the reason I'm banned from Instagram. And then she said, when I was going, right, no more of that 911 rubbish. No more of Criminal Minds, which she loves. Watch West Side Story and something else. In English, someone had written a card for the teacher because it was her birthday. We thought it was today. It turns out it's actually tomorrow. I was going to get her chocolate, but I forgot. Like, I already have the chocolate. I just thought I'd put it in my bag. So, a card signed from all of us. Wait. Yeah, but we sort of hit that because we're going to give it to her later, I think. Yeah. And we just, we were doing work, and Miss kept on accidentally, like, I think her clothes was just a little too loose, and like the smallest part of her clothes hit the whiteboard and knocked everything off. And then she did it a couple times, and when I was leaving the room for lunch, I did it as well. And another thing that she done was talking about like posting pre-modification. And the example she used was, I'm not going to teach you because I think if I just use the examples that misused, you'll understand what it is. So, the dog licked his lips. Boring sentence. And the way that you improve it is modifying the verbs or the nouns. I think it's the nouns. So instead of the dog like his lips, the rabid, drooling dog licked his something lips. But the word that misused was something else. Just say, wait, is that right? I googled it. Offensive sexual language. That's not what she was looking for. The word she was looking for was pus forming at the mouth. So, hold on. At lunch, a guy came up to me and said, Dylan, someone slipped this in my pocket. And it was the Halls. So that was great. I'm going to guess it was Mick. So, Mick, or it might have been, I don't have a fake name for this guy, but the guy sits next to Mick in form class, screw you. Instead of going straight to my duty, I decided to swing by. I don't know why my brain is so slow right now. It's getting worse and worse every day. Study hall, because I heard from someone walking by that the duties have been changed. So I was looking to see if mine have, but the doors are locked, and Jack and Discount Spencer were talking. And Jack was being Jack. He wasn't being Mick. He wasn't being a dick. And that makes it sound like I called him Mick because around the dick, but no, that's not the reason why. My ears is making weird noises as I'm talking. So we were just talking, having a good chat. No, nothing bad happened. But then eventually, some other students from our class came up and said, "Yeah, we got a chippy for miss." And then the bell went, so we went to give it to her. So gave her the chips, gave her her card, and gave her a box of heroes. And she said to me, like she was eating her chips, and she said to me, "Dylan, you want to open that for me, please?" So I got up, opened it, and sat back down. Because turns out what she meant was, "Do you want to open it and take one?" Which I mean, I thought that's what she meant, but I didn't want to be an asshole if that's not what she meant. So someone else took the box and started passing it around. So I took one. So we actually made her cry. I shouldn't be laughing. But I'll get her a present tomorrow. I'll give her a bar of chocolate. I read like 5 to 10 pages in that book. The one that I'm doing for that English class, which is fantastic, but there's still like another 13 left of that bloody introduction. So I haven't even started the bloody book yet. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, 16 minutes, nearly 17. That's ridiculous. Okay, dark mode is very annoying. If you do anything, it will slowly get, like, some bits of it will get brighter, like the all posts bit at the top turned white. Anyway.
Look who we have here.
Nothing. Just up here for my,
For your what?
For what?
Your toaster?
Well, just tell me what I came up with.
Okay, let me think.
I got nothing.
Can you just please
I
tell me?
told you!
A toaster.
I didn't come up here for a toaster!
If you don't know what you came up here for, then how do you know what you came up here for? Was it toast that I needed? Fine. I'll tell you what you needed once you go back downstairs.
Just tell me what I can. Just have some mercy!
Before I change my mind.
Your phone charger!
Hi, off left, thanks to political compasses. Off left, perfect world where everyone is happy. Lib left, useful idiots. Lib right, slave owners. Off right, Nazis. Hi, off right, thanks to political compasses. Off left, Satan. Lib left, Satan's gay minions. Lib right, amoral mercenaries. Off right, God, family, and morals. Hi, lib right, thanks, Paul Compass. Off left, 1984. Lib left, 1984. Lib right, freedom. Off right, 1984. Hi, lib left, thanks, Paul Compass. Off left, fascism. Off right, off left, red fascism. Off right, fascism. Lib right, quirky fascism. Lib left, love, equality, and science. This is Twitter as of 8 to 7 p.m. Brian May, who is the, I think, guitarist of Queen, blasts woke Brits for dropping gender categories. Decisions are made out of fear. Brian May launched scathing attack at the Brit Awards, controversial decision to abolish male and female categories for its woke 2022 event. The only reason why I think we should have gendered categories for the Brits is so that there's more of a chance of artists that I like winning Although the chances of that are always zero because the music industry is just... The music industry has to constantly change. Like, if the Chainsmokers, who were famous for quite a while, but then they just suddenly dropped and no one... Like, everyone stopped caring about them. And I've picked up certain bands along the way, 21 Pilots, Fun, Foster People, etc. Oh, great, two assholes arguing. Casey Neistat, a YouTuber, who said, Hillary Clinton. I am voting for Hillary Clinton because apparently his opinion matters. So our cars got robbed this morning because LA is a crime... Oh my god, that's based? Crime-riddled third-world crap hole of a city. But tremendous appreciation to actually the hardworking officers at LAPD West Los Angeles who not only arrested the guy, but got all of their stolen goods back. Seth Rogen, actor. Dude, I've lived here for over 20 years. You're nuts, huh? It's lovely here. Don't leave anything valuable in it. It's called living in a big city. I can still be mad though, right? Feel so violated. You can be mad, but I guess I don't personally view my car as an extension of myself. Never really felt violated. Any of the 15 or so times my car was broken in. To once the guy accidentally left the cold knife in my car, so it keeps happening, you might get a little treat. Here's the thing, Seth, and I hate to defend Casey Neistat because I hate the man, but Casey lost all his money because people just stopped caring about him and the YouTube algorithm just completely kicked them out. Seth, you're doing fine. Like, you may have given up from doing your comedy movies. The last one was, I think, Sausage Party. But, I mean, you created Preacher and Invincible, which is possibly the biggest show of 2021. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out something bigger than that. But, you know, Invincible was a massive deal. So you're fine for money. Nothing will be a more wild ride than reading about how pseudo-liberal elites perceive the world. It's lovely here. My car's been broken into 15 times. Be minimum wage. Car's been broken into 11 times. Every time I have to choose between replacing windows / lost property or eating that week. Literal millionaire. Dude, just don't care. LA is lovely. Dude, weed LMAO. Yeah, the only reason why I love Cali, Seth, is because it's one of the only states where weed is legal. Oh, that's a Yakuza reference. That person, IRL side mission. Love when I know I remember a band you used to listen to all the time as a kid, and you stick their songs on it, take you back. The mad capsule markets still bang. Here we go. Based? No politics while we're eating. Last time I did an American Psycho meme, I did a, from what I remember, a pretty good impression of Patrick. I'm not going to do that this time because I'm probably going to lose the accent because, like, I've seen the clip recently when I recorded that video, but I haven't seen it since. Look at the subtle off-white colouring, the tasteful thickness of it. Oh my god, it isn't having a mogus.